It's not a first time.
Is
Like,
it true what I'm hearing, Sid? You cracked another crystal?
yeah. Did crack another crystal.
Hunting down bearers, stringing them up. It's monstrous.
Let me see.
This one. Over here. Over here.
Hold on. Huh? Accuse the lot. Come on. It's and the good thing about this running mode is you can always test out some stuff, especially when you get a new icon.
Oh, bother. Whatever am I to do now, Clive?
About what?
I've 2 dresses that need stitching, but I haven't got a scrap of linen. Those girls' rags are so threadbare. It's a wonder they don't fall to pieces. And we most certainly cannot have that. A certain amount of decorum must be maintained, even here at the Hideaway. You wouldn't want the poor things going without decent clothes now, would you?
Like I have option, huh?
Of course not. What can I do to help?
Oh, aren't you a dear? You see, I've paid for 2 bolts of cloth from the drapers in Northreach, blue and red. But they don't deliver, not to places that aren't on the map anyway, so I'll need someone to take this receipt and collect them.
And you'd have this someone be me.
I would. And don't let them fob you off with anything less than what I paid for. 1 bolt of blue and 1 of red. I expect them both. They said they'd give us new clothes. But we've no clothes.
Okay. That's one quest. Another quest is on the other side. Let me finish that as well. After the storm, visit the infirmary? What? Can I craft something?
Clive.
Okay.
What's
So
that
you
for
speak
you,
my
dear?
name right now, dude. I need a lecture. And gelatinous mess. What the fucking ever that is.
Anything else?
Let's see about planting those seeds then.
Okay, we're getting over here.
Sid, I know that when we came to the Hideaway, we chose to let go of our past in order that we might focus on our future.
We did.
Nonetheless, I was wondering if... Well, I know you are from Rosaria, and I'm in need of someone with intimate knowledge of those lands. Apparently, the Duchy is home to all manner of curative herbs found nowhere else in the realm. Among them is a flower called a Morganbeard that increases the potency of lesser medicines.
I can't say that I've had much practice healing. My youth was spent in the Bailey.
A shame. You see, the Hideaway relies heavily upon medicines procured from afar. And when those shipments are late, well, it's our sick who suffer. If we could find this flower and learn to grow it here, we might save many lives. However, as you are well aware, Imperial occupation has rendered the roads unsafe for those like me, untrained in the military arts. Now, I'm not asking the busiest man in the Hideaway to drop everything and make the journey for me, but if you happen to be in the Duchy on other business...
Tell me of these Morganbeards, then.
But of course, if my old tomes are to be believed, the flowers are bright yellow and as large as goblins' eyes. Oh, and they grow in the marshes of Sorrowise. If I am to propagate them here in the backyard, I will require several samples, preferably of blooms which have already gone to seed. And before I forget, I do seem to recall learning in the course of my research that their odor has the tendency to attract unsavory creatures. Nothing you cannot handle, though, I'm sure.
Okay, let's go this one. Anything else? Seems like not.
Let us know if you find any bombs.
Spawn, what's up, brother? Hey man, been good, buddy. Hope you been good. Hold on, where the fuck are you go?
Is it true what I'm hearing, Sid?
That's good. Nice.
Farewell, Drake's breath!
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive?
No.
Fare you well, Clive.
Let's go there. Right now, just doing some DMC runs. Nice, man. What in particular in DMC?
Stay sharp.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other.
Fetch!
Oh, nice.
All right, Sid. Good girl. Run like the wind.
I'm doing good, Bob. How about you, man? I haven't actually did any Warlong. I'll play it on Monday.
The marshes near the Abbey are certainly damp.
Ah, nice copy on a
See if
Warlong.
they're damp
Ah,
enough for Morganbeards.
like they will do something about it. And let's hope so.
Straight home now.
And yeah, that thing with face is just broken, man. It's just really ridiculous. Man, you gonna shoot me, huh? But dude, like, when I read patch notes, they said now you can swap martial arts. You know, we are introducing option, you know, to swap martial arts. I was like, ooh, cool, that's good. And then I get inside the game and then you put me swap martial arts inputs. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Because like, what difference it makes if my martial art is on square or triangle? Doesn't make any difference. I'm not having the fucking zillion one combo. I don't know, some sort of super heavy combos that I scared that is it square or triangle, you know, that I can, you know, I cannot actually catch it with my fingers. Makes no sense at all. Like, dude, why you bothering adding that option unless they wanted to change it later on? I don't know, but they shouldn't actually add it in the game at all. But it's really useless option. Absolutely useless.
Size of a goblin's eye. Certainly wasn't wrong about them being attracted to the flowers.
Really, yeah, definitely is that.
Bright yellow.
I mean,
These are
I was saying many times, like, okay, if they want the game to work the way it wants, they need to rework the EI. They need to rework the bosses. Absolutely.
Reminds me of home.
You know, if they want game to be played as it is. If I knock the boss on the ground and he get up with a red attack like Hayabusa with no actual recovery, that will just get worse and worse and worse as we are climbing to the higher NG+. We know that. We know that from Neo. We know how many bullshit they do in Neo. And luckily Neo, I can actually react and I can counter when they do the bullshit. You know, I can react. But here I cannot. I'm stuck. I'm dead. And I was watching combo mats of the other people, Volon combo mats. It's so obvious how combat is not fluid, just because you cannot actually react. And they still, I don't know what they're actually thinking, what they're trying to do. I honestly don't know, but I truly hope so they listen. If they don't, I don't know. I will just beat the DLC 1, DLC 2, DLC 3, and I'll be not playing anything else anymore. It might take me probably 100 hours, but I don't think so I will spend any single more hour in that game. If they not, you know, change the stuff. Because replayability is basically dead already at this point. If they do not listen. But yeah, we'll see. I don't mind anything else. But I don't want to talk about the enemies range attacks with tracks like crazy. That's also another thing. In terms of bosses and the design of the bosses, that's great. They did really good job designing the bosses, and all that is really nicely done. There you go. There you go. It was like lazy done. You know, I mean, I don't want to sound rude or anything like that, but it just really looks that way. Like I did even made that clip with Ballista. That shit with Ballista was just hilarious, mate. Like I'm basically sitting here, Ballista is here, and it's shooting at me like this, dude. It's like sliding 90 degrees right to me. and I'm actually in a line of the ballista. Like, what the fuck, dude? I was like, come on, man. Like, I don't understand that it will track me if I'm far away, but this is ridiculous now. Like, these small things are just magical ballistas. If it was magical, I would understand.
Might I interest you in
The
some
problem is it is
sunset?
not.
Perhaps some seersucker or herringbone.
No.
Just some linen. 2 bolts. Already paid for in full.
Apologies, my lord, but your items aren't here. They were due to arrive on a caravan from Boklad, but there's been little traffic on the road these past few days. My mother thinks it might be bandits, but she always thinks it's bandits.
It usually is. So I assume the caravan will be coming from the
Okay,
south.
I knew
Yes,
there would be something
hopefully
additional
carrying
here.
all manner of spice and sundries. Wait, you aren't thinking of...
Going to find it. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Oh. Well then, be safe?
I mean, Onimares gave a lot of nice feedback. A lot of nice feedback with images, with everything. He really did. I mean, I like this Naraka co-op, then Lies of P co-op. They actually made nice fashion. It looks really nice, not gonna lie. Pretty cool. But they need to fix the core of the game, which is combat. That's the core of the game. I don't know when they're going to understand that. Core of that game is not story. If they want a story, they should actually take some classes from Elden Ring. They should take some classes from Final Fantasy. They should take classes from the other developers when it gets to the story, because the Wolong is not about story. We know that. And the story in the Wolong is nothing spectacular. Just, you know, nothing too spectacular. Not gonna lie. It's combat based, and then you actually even making that combat being average, below average. Like, come on, man. Well, don't do that.
That damn bird's a menace.
What story in Elden
She
Ring?
meant nothing by it. I
It
swear.
has its own lore. It has its own lore, really. It has really nice way to say the story. Aside of the gameplay, of course.
Who's gonna buy my wares now? State your animals left them in.
But they hardly damaged us all.
Is there something wrong?
If you're a bandit come to steal my stuff, you're gonna be sorely disappointed. And all thanks to this fool.
But it was you who stepped into my path.
Only after that featherbrain trampled me. I demand recompense, be it in coin or the items you carry. Refuse, and I shall report you to the garrison and see you hanged.
These goods are expected in Northreach. I mean, they're not mine to give away.
You wouldn't happen to be on your way from Boklad, would you?
I am, but did someone from the market send you? Please, you have to help me. I can pay whatever you ask.
So the fool has protection. And coin, too. Sorry, friend, but we'll be the ones taking it. Oi! Killer! It's time to collect!
I told you not to call me that. And we'd have already collected if you hadn't insisted we'd put on this little act.
Bandits!
As I told one of your customers, it usually is. Let's get this over with.
I'll deal with the bird lover. You take the handsome one, killer.
Stop calling me that.
Posle. Sorry, guys. Fuck you, Zero. Fuck you for that, man. Blink twice if you need help. My little needs to jump in the room asking something without even, you know, just out of nowhere. I don't even know what she wants.
All right. You made your point. Killer my ass.
Did he hurt you?
No, thankfully. He seemed intent on letting the bandit do his dirty work for him, and he would have succeeded had the Great Lender not sent you. My shipment is safe, and my livelihood with it. You must allow me to reward you.
We can speak of that once you're safe in Northreach. I'll accompany you there.
This game needs to tune down the particle effects and the screen clutter. I agree with you, Bob. You're right. There is a lot of particle effects on screen, and the performance. Luckily, performance at 60 FPS when you're fighting outside. It's slightly, you know, going up and down. Oh yeah, the combat is pretty cool. There's a lot of things and a lot of, you know, a lot of stuff you can do. It just depends, you know, how creative you are with combos. You can cancel any attack. You know.
Farewell.
You can swap between the icons in the middle of the animation, similar like you can swap the stance in the middle of skill in Neo. It really makes combat fluid and nice.
You'll be happy to know both bolts arrive
and the air
safely
combos
along
make
with the
it
rest of the
even more
delivery.
fun.
I've also added a few extra lengths of our finest fabrics to the bundle.
In some dojo combos.
Are you sure?
My mother would insist. It's the
Really?
least we can do for the man who saved our shipment.
I haven't had time to do it, but I think BFG was also practicing. BFG having blast with the game. Okay. Go now here. But as I said, you're talking about that. You're talking about practice fields. Right, I know. That's what you call dojo. I was like, what is he talking about dojo? Okay, now I know. It's I'll show you what it is. It's a stone. There is a turning mode room.
Sorry again for sending you all that way, but you did get my order, didn't you?
Don't worry. I have it. I believe this will more than satisfy your needs.
Yeah, the good thing is you can practice, and you also have timers. You know, for example, certain attacks require you certain timing, and you cannot see it. But in a as you call dojo turning room, you can actually turn them on. Then you can see when they blink. You can use it. I'll show you.
Don't worry on that. I can always return them if you like.
Oh no! Oh, there's no need to be hasty now, Clive. I'm sure I can put all three to good use. Speaking of which one's most to your liking?
I don't know. This one, I suppose.
I've a mind to give a piece
All
to
right,
Jill.
Stone.
Did you know she's quite the little seamstress?
I know needlecraft was amongst her lessons at the castle.
Her lessons? Oh, that's right. The two of you were raised together in Rosslyn,
Yeah.
weren't you?
Not quite together, but when my father put down the uprising in the Northern Territories, Jill was taken as a ward to ensure that her father, the Silvermane, would keep the peace.
She's an honest-to-goodness princess then, isn't she? I could tell, you know. Some people just have that air about them. Not many round here, mind. I'd offered to sew her something that might better suit her station. But she'd most likely turn me down, as she always does. Tell me not to waste the fabric when it's better used on the children.
Don't take it the wrong way. She certainly seems to be attached to the last outfit you made her.
Oh, sometimes I think she never takes it off.
Or perhaps she'll make something for herself with your gift. Either way, I'm sure she won't turn it down.
We'll see, I suppose.
Lady Hortense said she'd give us our dresses soon.
That's her number, Zilla. For you, Bob? Sure, man. 235553. There you go. See, have a Hall of Virtue.